everybody? It's Garret here again on this Sunday, June 29th, 2025. It's a beautiful day here in Southeast Michigan. Even more beautiful for a Detroit City FC fan. Why, you ask, Garret? Because didn't the men and women play yesterday? They did. But we also mentioned that for the women, they were unsure where they were going to wind up in the table despite finishing their regular season yesterday. Reason being, there was one match left in the Great Lakes Division. AFC Ann Arbor playing their final matchup, needing a win to win the Great Lakes Division. Taking on a Toledo Villa side, who in their 9 matches had 1 win, 1 draw, and 7 losses. The last one being against Detroit City FC Wednesday night in a hard-fought 2-0 performance between the two sides. It was simple for Ann Arbor. You draw or you lose the division. However, Toledo, having played last Wednesday night, did have a little bit of advantage. 2 days more to rest and relax. AFC Ann Arbor's last match was Friday night in Romeo against Union FC Macomb, a match that was delayed due to weather and a match that was physical and hard fought. That was an Ann Arbor 3-2 win. So when you factor all of that in, was that going to be enough to potentially see some wild shit today at Hallway Field? The answer, yes. Toledo Villa jumped out to a 1-0 lead early on via goalkeeping calamity. Shout out to Channel 451 compatriot and Peruvian hair god himself, Jaime Pedro Ventura, for keeping us all updated, being in attendance at Hallway Field. Toledo Villa then made it 2-0 near the end of the first half. That's where the scoreline stood, 0-2. 3-0 then in the beginning of the second half by Toledo Villa. However, AFC Ann Arbor really got it going. 2 goals scored late, cut it to 2-3. However, they needed to score 2 more to be able to overturn this deficit. They were unable to do that. The final score in this game is AFC Ann Arbor 2, Toledo Villa 3. Folks, this is real life. And once again, for the second straight season in a row, Detroit City FC are the Great Lakes champions, Great Lakes Division champions for the 2025 USLW League season back-to-back. Congratulations to Dave Dwahey, Danny Evans, Nate Northrup, all the coaching staff, and all of the ladies that took part in this side. But the season's not done. Next up, it ain't going to be long, the Central Conference Playoffs. That is taking place Friday, July 4th and Sunday, July 6th. The 2 semifinal matchups are going to be taking place on Friday, July 4th, with the winners of those semifinals playing on Sunday, July 6th. As opposed to last year. Last year was 3 division winners and the best second place team. With the Great Forest Division, it is just 4 division winners. The 4 division winners are as followed from 4th seed to 1st seed. The 4th seed is Pittsburgh Riveters of the Great Forest Division. And from what we are gathering, likely the team to be hosting, from what we've heard so far, this Central Conference playoff. If that changes, we will keep people in the loop. 3rd place will be Detroit City FC. The 2nd place team is Kingshammer FC. They were winners of the Valley Division, formerly a division at the Detroit City FC. They played, actually, Kingshammer and Detroit City FC played each other in 2022 at Keyworth. Kingshammer won the Valley with 24 points. They are the 2nd seed in this playoffs. And then number 1, not really surprised, Minnesota Aurora out of the Heartland. Another commanding regular season. So the 2 matchups look like it's going to be Minnesota Aurora taking on Pittsburgh Riveters and Kingshammer FC taking on Detroit City FC. Those are your 2 Central Conference semifinals. Those will be on Friday, July 4th. And it's looking like Pittsburgh is going to be hosting Highmark Stadium, likely. If anything changes, we'll keep people in the loop. But that will be Friday, July 4th. The winners of those 2 semifinals to play each other on Sunday, July 6th. We'll keep people in the loop. There's a lot of exciting times. Congratulations again to Detroit City FC on being the back-to-back Great Lakes Division champions in USLW League. And may the season continue and these joyous times continue. Folks, be on the lookout for more Majors TV content coming all your way, starting with a new episode of Channel 451 Tunnel Talk that should be dropping earlier this week, followed by a later episode of Make City Make Spence. That should be dropping around just a little bit before 4th of July time. Garret Comat's here to wherever you're checking this out. Have a great weekend. Congratulations again to the Great Lakes Division champions, Detroit City FC of USLW League. We go onward.